Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids, we have breaking news here on Arnold HoloNet News, the only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. If you guys saw the breaking news last night, we got early confirmation that Echo is going to be the fourth Bad Batch member. Clear way, make way, everyone. And we officially have the kit reveal for Echo, and the developers have confirmed that it looks like we're only going to be having 4 Bad Batch members, and luckily Echo is addressing 2 of the concerns I had about the Bad Batch: a mass buff dispel and a way to get more turn meter and damage. He might be those final missing piece, but we have to find out what are we going to use in that 5th slot. And luckily the Bad Batch TV show just came out today, and I think there still might be a little bit of hope that we might get a 5th Bad Batch member down the road. But as of now, we have to assume there will be no more Bad Batch members. We can speculate, of course, so we have to look at the Bad Batch as an entirety with its team right now. And before we take a look at Echo's kit, if you need help with modding your roster and doing the very best you possibly can, hit up People. He will personally remod your roster from top to bottom, and he'll also make mod loadouts and recommendations for how to improve your mod game. But let's take a look at this kit, and then we'll take a look at some of the developer insights that they provided earlier on. And we're gonna do a very minor segment on Whaler Phil. No big shindig because today's a busy day. I'm gonna be releasing the Bad Batch EDM remix shortly after this video, but I want to make sure if you want to buy some packs for May 4th, you got the data to kind of back up those decisions. So Echo is going to be a support character with this faction right here. We were hoping Crosshair is going to come to the pictures, but it looks like Crosshair will not be coming to the Bad Batch as of now. No spoilers. I will not be spoiling on this channel for today. You got a couple weeks before I do that, but let's take a look at his kit. His basic ability: daring, defense, and I love his one step ahead animation, which we'll see in a moment. The basic here: daring defense does physical damage to target enemy, grants defense up and evasion up for 2 turns to the weakest clone trooper ally who doesn't have them. Now, we've been noticing with these basics on all of these Bad Batch characters, they have like some wildfire mechas where just something spreads like crazy. A hunter, it's exposes. A tech, it's target lock. And then now we have Echo throwing defense up on your team, and defense up is incredibly important. In our testing with Wrecker and the Bad Batch lead with Hunter, we saw some really amazing combinations with the defense up dealing true damage to the enemy. So defense up is extremely important to get spread around your team as fast as possible to ensure you're dealing as much true damage under the Hunter lead that's going on here. And here we go, one step ahead. I'm sorry, it's the never any doubt is well, Enit in relation to this. Enit's not any. I love the animation on this one right here. One step ahead, cooldown of 3, inflict buff immunity on target enemy for 2 turns, but it gets a lot better. Inflict expose on all enemies for 2 turns. Then dispel all debuffs on target other clone ally and call them to assist. And if that ally was Bad Batch, this is great. This buff immunity can't be dispelled. Think of Jedi Knight Revan, more or less. And Echo increased the target enemy's cooldown by 1. It sounds exactly, almost more or less, like the mark capability from Jedi Knight Revan. Now imagine you get Hunter calling Echo for that turn meter swap, and then Echo goes ahead and he marks someone down, increases their cooldown, and gets buff immunity locked onto them. Now we're starting to see some Jedi Knight Revan mechanics, more or less, with this Echo kit right here. And this attack cannot be evaded, and you cannot increase cooldowns on Galactic Legends. Keep that in mind. And here we go, never any doubt with a cooldown of 3. Obviously, the T is a little bit unnecessary in this. I love the animation that we have here. Really, really nice. I gotta say, these Bad Batch characters, oh man, their animations are some of the better ones we've seen in quite a while here. Clone Trooper allies gain evasion up for 2 turns, and here's one of those concerns I had. One of the biggest concerns I said in the Wrecker is so far in the Bad Batch team, I wish there was a mass buff dispel. And here we go. Dispel all buffs on all enemies and inflict daze and healing immunity. Well, there we go. A big concern that I had right there. And for each buff dispelled, here comes the offensive concerns that I have for this team. Clone Trooper allies are gaining 10% offense until the end of their next turn, and Bad Batch allies gain 5% turn meter, and this attack can't be evaded or resisted. So imagine you have Grandmaster and their team spread a ton of buffs. Well, now Echo's going to remove all of them and juice up the offensive output for your team. Now, of course, it's not stacking throughout the entire counter. It will be exhausted once you finally take a turn, but still pretty nice. And getting 5% turn meter it's hard to replace Captain Rex. Captain Rex is Captain Rex. You just can't have Captain Rex be replaced, but this will hopefully maybe help out a little bit with the turn meter. Because again, a few problems I have so far: buff dispel, check; offensive output seems like it's gonna be a check; and turn meter. We really don't want to use Captain Rex because Captain Rex is a high viable character for a lot of teams out there. This might help out to try to get as many turns chugging along for this team, and this attack can't be evaded or resisted. Fantastic. And lastly, his unique ability, Zeta 1, that survives, and it says whenever a clone trooper ally gains or loses a buff from a Bad Batch ally's ability, they recover 4% health and protection, doubled for Bad Batch allies. That sounds a lot like Thrawn lead. Anytime you're gaining or losing a status effect, boom, you're just going to constantly recover durability on your team. And remember, Wrecker also has turn meter gains with his kit, as well as protection regeneration stuff, and this having a passive way to keep the team healed up. This is going to be great. And this, again, we're trying to figure out what are we gonna use in that fifth slot. Barriss off, it might be really nice having their Shakti to kind of build on top of that health and protection regeneration. And we're not done yet. Whenever a Bad Batch ally inflicts a debuff on an enemy, which Tech does a ton of debuffs, Wrecker does a lot of debuffs, and then we have a Hunter throwing out a lot of debuffs, that enemy loses 8% protection. Ooh, that's basically like Expose for protection. As you guys may know, Expose affects your max, it does damage based off your max health. Well, now we're applying debuffs, and that's going to be affecting your max protection. So it's kind of in a weird way like Nuke Gunray's Zeta, where anytime you're applying a debuff, you're doing max health damage. Well, here we're doing protection damage, and if that enemy had less than 50% protection and more than 50% health, they also lose 8% health, and this effect excludes raid bosses and galactic legends. So he is kind of looking like a weird Jedi Knight Revan, Nuke Gunray type of hybrid, and then maybe a little bit of Captain Rex in there to get some turn meter juicing. Again, I need to test out this character. We don't have dates just yet. I'm assuming Echo's going to be released later on this week on Thursday, and we're going to finally kind of see where is the Bad Batch sitting right here. But that unique ability is huge. I don't know what the Zeta is going to be upgrading, but this ability overall is going to be important to do as much damage as possible, protection and health, as we're seeing. And we're going to get durability on this team with that unique ability. I'm liking Echo a lot. He addresses a lot of the concerns I've had with the Bad Batch, and I've been having a lot of fun with the Bad Batch. But now the question comes, what are we going to use in that fifth slot? And of course, I'm assuming testing will eventually get us to that answer here, but I'm not going to read the whole entire developer insights. There'll be links down below in the video description if you want to take a little peeky peek yourself here. But I want to kind of scroll all the way to the bottom here, and right here it seems like they're kind of confirming as of now we're only having 4 Bad Batch units. The Bad Batch is a squad that is focused on giving each other important buffs, yeah, but the 4 Bad Batch units can help trigger each other's abilities and interact in unique ways. The main question for the Bad Batch is who will fill your fifth slot. You can use Rex to great effect if you don't have a 501st squad, and this is what I'm saying. Captain Rex, yes, he's a great plug and play character, but his best home is with Shakti clones or General Anakin Skywalker 501st. So you got to figure out what are you going to use in that last slot. There's hope and speculation maybe Commander Cody will get a rework, but even if he doesn't get a rework, we've been finding a lot of fun stuff. Uses him Shakti, Enfys Nest, Barriss are also other great candidates to throw in that last lineup, especially when all the clones are hiding under stealth. You leave Enfys Nest out in the open. Some really funny combos start to happen for the team here. And moving down the list a little bit, I'm not going to click on it, but why did you not include Crosshair? Spoiler for the first episode of the Bad Batch. I am not going to click on it. Feel free to click on it yourself, or most likely if you've seen the first episode, you kind of have an idea what they're kind of leading to right now. So as of now, seems like we're only gonna have 4 Bad Batch units. I'm liking what I'm seeing. As of now, before Echo came into the game, it looks like we're able to handle General Grievous teams really adequately, and it seems like that's definitely gonna be the case. I don't think General Grievous is gonna really survive as much with the Bad Batch run, especially this. Man, it's crazy. I mean, Hunter already applies Exposes, and Expose does max health damage, and you're gonna also be losing max health damage and protection as well. So I'm loving where this team is sitting. I don't know if it's gonna be a game-breaking team, but I'm really hoping it's gonna be a superb Geonosis territory battle team. And on top of that, we might have to wait and see. Maybe we're waiting to see as the Bad Batch season progresses, we might get a more dedicated 5th member added to the team. Leslie, before we wrap up this video here today, we're going to do a very, very quick Whale or Fail, YouTube's favorite show, in case you wanted my 2 cents on these packs real quick. I created a spreadsheet. As you guys know, we have the Whale or Fail official spreadsheet right here. I'm gonna leave links down below where I do the whole mathematical breakdown and the valuation of all these packs right here. I'm not gonna go in depth right now, but just really quickly, if you want like kind of a a really quick couple minute explanation of these packs. Is this one worth it? The Zeta Material Mega Bundle, even if you're going to be getting that bare minimum drop, because you have a couple chances to get either 10 Zetas, 15 Zetas, 20 Zetas, or 30 Zetas. Even if you only get that 40% chance, 10 Zeta ability drop. If you value Zetas like me, which I value Zetas 300 crystals per individual piece, so you need 20 pieces, so each of those 20 are worth 300 pieces each, 6,000 crystals in total. If you value Zetas like I do, this is going to be a break even at minimum and a slight whale. And of course, if you get higher and higher to 40 Zetas, woo! That is hitting the jackpot. And I think no matter what you value as Zeta, if you get that 2% chance, that is going to be fantastic. You got to ask yourself, how much do you value Zetas in this game? And this is the most Zetas they're offering in a pack. A lot of these packs are completely randomized and RNG dependent. And we also have this May the 4th Relic Enhancement Bundle right here, which is going to be offering arrow magnifiers and impulse detectors. And there's 4 possible outcomes you can get if you get outcome number 1, which is a 32% chance. This is the least desirable one of the carbonite circuits, bronziums, and whatnot. But even if you get this, assuming you value everything in here, you will be getting a whale break even type of thing. But if you don't value this as much, because bronzium wiring and chromium transistors aren't that valuable, this could be a fail. So you got to ask yourself, how much do you value this stuff? But the other 3 options, I think for pretty much anyone out there, are highly valuable, because here you get a good amount of Zimbitals, Electrums. This has a 32% chance to drop. Right here we got 15 arrow magnifiers and 15 impulse detectors. Everyone needs that. And if you're trying to hoard up for a Relic 8 Jedi Master Kenobi, or you're trying to get General Kenobi to Relic 8, if you land this, that would be nice. 32% drop. And right here, check the whale or fail spreadsheet. If you get that 4%, you know what? I'm doing this right now. If you get the 4% chance drop and you get all this, you're literally getting $200 worth of relic materials. So you know what? How about this? We're going to do one quick pack opening, and keep in mind, if you're using Google Play, you can get 3 points per $1, which will help you get extra energy for when Galactic Legends Kenobi comes around the corner. We're going to send this to the bank real quick, and the bank says it's a whale. Give me some big money. All right, nice and slow. Give me the 4% drop. Give me the 4% drop. Give me, oh, I got a little excited for a moment. So, this is the worst possible outcome in my opinion. I don't really need any of this, so I feel like I kind of wasted money. You might value that number, that first one, a little bit more than I do. It's okay. I'm sure gonna need it. I relic up a ton of dumb stuff in this game, but still, this is the worst possible outcome. You know what? Just do it one more time, because it's May the 4th. Let's go roll it again, sending it on over to the bank, and the bank says it's a whale. Come on, at least give me 2 or 3. Don't give me the option number 1. I would take option number 4. Come on. Come on. What do we got here? Okay. All right. We got the Electrums and Zimbitals. I'm not that upset, but man, I was really hoping to at least pick up some arrow magnifiers in that one. These 2 bundles, yuck. I would stay away from it. I'll show you how it works here. It's really dumb. I don't like these packs whatsoever. You're paying basically, you're barely breaking even, or you're paying a premium depending on how you value this gear. This is useless. They should have put droid collars in here. I wouldn't recommend buying this pack, nor the second one. Basically, when you buy it once, you're not really getting a deal at all. You're probably losing money, actually. And if you buy it a second time, they give you a 20% additional value at the same price, which I'm assuming means you're going to be getting an extra 6 pieces for each of these. And in the second pack, you'll be getting an extra 10 pieces for each of these. And then, yeah, you're going to get a slight benefit from there. I'll show you how it works. I do not recommend buying these packs. I'm only going to buy one of these just to show you how it works. And then I'm going to buy that second one so you can see that 20% additional value, which not a lot of value attached into that, in my opinion here. So let's go ahead, roll it. All right, so we got the guaranteed drops. Now watch, we should get a couple more pieces right here. See, upgrade at 20%. All right, we're going to send it on over to the bank. Let the bank show us the money, and the bank is going to say that we're going to fast forward this one. And there you go. You're getting 6 pieces extra right there. And I hate the fact that they only give you 25 to start with. It kind of seems a little cheesy. I don't know why they couldn't give you 30 to start them off. I would not recommend buying those packs whatsoever. This is actually literally the same thing as before with the Omega bundles. We've seen this in the past. This is actually nothing new. You're not changing. The contents are exactly the same compared to the old Omega bundles. I would recommend buying this with the double drops right now. I do like this. It's got a good value. And right now with double drops, the energy alone is worth it. Not going to buy it right now, but I do recommend if you are farming lots of stuff, it is definitely worth it. And then the 330 character shards Trove pack. Oh, man. The ultimate whaler fail. If you get one of these premium characters here, you're going to get a huge bang for your buck. But chances are you are not going to get a premium character, and you're most likely get an accelerated rate character. So this is the ultimate gamble. If you think you're going to get lucky and maybe get Dark Trooper or the Armor or Bo-Katan, if you get Bo-Katan and you're trying to get Jedi Master Kenobi, that's huge. I would stay away from it, but if you're feeling lucky, go for it. Even the Shard Shop currency doesn't justify the cost of this pack. The ultimate whale or fail. This pack, it's fine. The injectors and Chirotech, go for it if you want to. This pack has a slight benefit to it, even if you don't get the best pulls possible. This one's okay. I'm not going to buy it. And I kind of would stay away from the classic gear crate. Not a fan of this one whatsoever. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully, you're having an amazing May the 4th and enjoying the Bad Batch TV show. I'm looking forward to testing out this team so you guys know where you want to be when Echo comes out. Like if you enjoyed the video, comment down below on all your beautiful thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And always remember, dang, it's great to be in the Empire today. Gary, Larry, roll out that outro. I'll see you guys later.